Hey everybody, I'm Justin with AmericanTrucks.com and welcome to my best of video for the front bumper category, available for that 2009 to 2014 F-150. Now the purpose of this video is to give you a good, better, and best option in regards to front bumpers when it comes to both protection and functionality, using a combination of customer feedback and my own personal experience here as well. But why even change out that front bumper in the first place? Well, maybe you're looking to switch up the appearance a little bit more, maybe you're after a little bit more protection or functionality, or maybe you're just looking for a combination of all three. Now I think you'll find the bumpers I've selected for this video, including the Barricade, the Lexx, and the Iron Cross, will all offer their own levels of functionality and protection depending on what you're looking for your rig. So without further ado, let's jump into my first pick. First up, we have the Barricade Extreme HD front bumper with LED fog lights. Now this bumper is not only one of the most affordable in the category, but it's also one of the most popular as well. The Barricade is going to offer only a minor upgrade in protection overall and also functionality, but that doesn't mean this thing is soft. In fact, far from it. You're going to be looking at a 100% cold form steel construction featuring 5/32 steel plate and a durable two-stage finish, including an epoxy base with a textured black powder coat. On top of that solid build, you're also going to be receiving a pretty radical change to the appearance thanks to the angular and modern shape of the Barricade, but one that still does work on the 09 to 14 body style. But aside from the solid build and affordability with the Barricade, one thing I do really enjoy about this particular bumper is the amount of functionality you're getting out of this thing. For starters, they're tossing in a pair of 3-inch cube lights, which do feature 4 5-watt Cree LEDs at a 6000K color temp and are sealed in a waterproof IP67 housing. On top of the included cube lights, Barricade does leave you the option of running a 20-inch bar in the center here. It does still retain the use of your factory tow hooks, and last but not least, gives you a little bit more ventilation down below here, which will be nice for the EcoBoost powered trucks and those factory intercoolers. All of this, guys, and a 3-year warranty for just south of $800 makes the Barricade an awesome choice for the F-150 owners out there looking for a little bit more protection and a lot more lighting opportunity. But what if you want a little bit more versatility or functionality out of your bumper in addition to that awesome pre-runner look? Well, for that, I really like the Lexx Motorsports Gen 2 front bumper. Unlike the Barricade, the Lexx is going to incorporate some tubular steel for the construction, including the 120 wall DOM steel tubing for the horizontal bar here and for the hoop as well, which will offer a little bit more protection for the grille area, but more specifically for the massive 40-inch light bar this bumper can accommodate. In addition to the tubular steel construction, you can also look forward to a textured black powder coat, fully boxed frame horns, and CNC cut dimple side skins, a very popular look in the land of aftermarket or off-road bumpers. But perhaps one of the biggest pros of running a bumper like the Lexx here is the elongated skid plate down low, giving you a ton of protection for the front end of your truck, protecting your vitals like your oil pan when you're going hard off-road. Another one of the big pros of running a bumper like the Lexx is the look, right? I mean, there's no question that this thing is going to totally transform the look or attitude of your rig when installed, going from work truck to Baja contender in the matter of a couple of hours. And it's not all just about looks either here, guys. You're obviously getting a very solid build, the skid plate, the more aggressive ends giving you slightly better approach angle, and of course the added venting for the EcoBoost trucks, while, by the way, still being able to retain your tow hooks. You are going to be paying for all of this, of course, as the Lexx comes in just north of $1,400, but for a quality made in the USA bumper that gives you the look and protection needed for an off-road option, it's certainly money well spent. So my first two options have offered some solid improvements over the factory bumper in regards to both appearance and protection, but there will be folks out there who just crave more. And if that sounds like you, then may I present the Iron Cross full guard front bumper, my choice for the ultimate in protection for your 2009 to 2014 F-150. Now, when all-out protection is the #1 goal, a full coverage bumper or brush guard like this is the way to go, because you're extending that protection or coverage not only to the grille area, but to your headlights as well, giving you the best chance at protecting your front end off-road, on the work site, or with any random deer that might cross your path. But let's talk about why this thing is so stout, and it all starts with a solid foundation. Now the foundation in this case is the Iron Cross base bumper, which is fabricated from 10 gauge steel plate, the burliest material out of any of our bumpers here today. From there, you get into the grill guard, which does feature a combination of thick steel supports flanking your grill area and serving as a mount for your 1/4-inch steel tubing around the headlight area, and a 2-inch piece of tubing flanking the top portion of your grill. Now the center portion does feature a metal punch plate type material, noticeably thicker than your standard issue mesh, and should do a good job of protecting the grill from any random obstacles on or off road. The entire bumper is then finished off in a black powder coat, but unlike our first two options, the Iron Cross features more of a gloss finish, whereas the Barricade and the Lexx were more of a satin or matte finish. But the Iron Cross is more than just menacing protection. It's also packing some of the most functionality out of all of our bumpers here today. This includes a winch mount that will help you get out of any tough situations in a pinch, and will support up to a 12,500-pound winch, which is an absolute monster. The Iron Cross also incorporates 2 fully welded D-ring mounts right here, which is nice because this bumper does eliminate the factory tow hooks. As far as lighting, well, you are limited to the twin 4-inch round openings that will support a number of different options, but if you wanted to add more, I suppose you could always add a light bar to the top portion of the bumper right here. Altogether, guys, just an absolute bruiser of a front bumper, giving you a tough look and an even tougher build for around $1,400, and the perfect choice for your next zombie apocalypse. Now, it should be pointed out that while all 3 bumpers in this video will essentially bolt into place, there will be some very heavy lifting involved, including this monster behind me. So having a buddy or 2 or 3 around to help you get this guy in place is almost a given. Aside from that, you're looking at some basic hand tools, including a socket set, maybe some light trimming for EcoBoost models around the intercooler, but that's about it. All right, guys, that's gonna wrap up my best of video for the front bumper category, again, for your 2009 to 2014 F-150. We hope it helped you narrow down your choices a little bit more when searching for a new bumper for that rig. But as always, if you're not feeling any of the picks in this video, that's totally cool. In fact, I highly encourage you to check out the rest of our selection here on the site. In the meantime, I'm Justin, thanks for watching, and for all things F-150, keep it here at AmericanTrucks.com.